Hey, it's Alex from SketchUp School. I've been teaching SketchUp for nearly 2 decades, but I recently came across one of the most surprising features I've ever seen. Take a look at this. Here, I have a SketchUp model. I'll export a simple image of it, upload it to ChatGPT, and it turns it into this. It can also turn it into a pencil sketch, a watercolor rendering, and can even swap out the floors and furniture, all without having to touch SketchUp again. Now, if you've ever needed a rendering that looks great, but didn't have the time to fire up a rendering tool and spend hours tweaking the lights and materials, this might be the shortcut you've been waiting for. So today, I'm going to show you how this all works, what ChatGPT is good for when it comes to rendering your SketchUp projects, and when it might be a better idea to go with a traditional rendering software like V-Ray or Enscape instead. So let's jump right into how this works. First, I've headed over to chatgpt.com and logged into my account. You could sign up for a free account to get limited access to the features I'm about to cover, but I've upgraded to ChatGPT Plus to get full access. It costs $20 a month and gives you expanded and faster image creation tools. Then in SketchUp, I'll open up a project without any colors or materials applied to it. From there, I'll export an image from SketchUp, then upload it to ChatGPT. Using the GPT-5 model, select Create Image. Then, add photos and files to upload the image, and then give it a prompt. Something like, create a photorealistic image of this room. And boom, in less than 2 minutes, ChatGPT gives us back a photorealistic image. Now, it was a white model, so ChatGPT had to make a lot of guesses when it came to colors and materials. But if I know what I want those to be, I can specify those colors and materials in SketchUp first. And once again, export an image, upload it to ChatGPT, and give it the same prompt. You get something much closer to your design intent. And that's one of the things that really surprised me. It actually respects the colors and layout in your SketchUp model pretty well. Of course, the more specific your prompt, the better the result. Now, it would be mind-blowing enough if this was all that ChatGPT could do. But what if you wanted something more conceptual? Just upload your image and use a prompt like, turn this into a conceptual interior design sketch. Or, turn this into an ink and watercolor interior design sketch. These images are great for client presentations or early stage ideation. But then here's where it will really blow your mind. You can ask for changes. For example, swap the hardwood floor for polished concrete. Or, replace the sofa with this one. Or, add a person reading a book. ChatGPT understands context and applies your changes, all without needing to re-export or re-render in SketchUp, which saves a ton of time, especially if you're working with clients or iterating quickly. Now, before we go further, I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about AI. As designers, we take a lot of pride in the process, the thinking, the sketching, and the slow refining of ideas. So it makes a lot of sense that AI might feel wrong, like it's skipping steps or taking a shortcut that we're not sure is fair. Here's my take. You're still the designer, the one with the vision. If you think of AI not as a replacement, but as a collaborator, then you can use it to augment your creative process rather than override it. It can't replace your taste, your judgment, or your experience. Those are still your superpowers. You can continue to follow your authentic creative process and use AI to augment your workflow rather than have it do your work for you. And if AI is not for you right now, that's okay. I just want to show you what's possible so you can make an informed choice. So with that being said, I want to cover another big question that might be on your mind. If ChatGPT can create realistic renderings, does it replace the need for traditional rendering tools? Things like V-Ray, Enscape, Twinmotion, D5, or Lumion? After testing ChatGPT alongside these traditional tools, here's what I found. ChatGPT is faster and easier to use. So it's great for early concepts, quick renderings on a deadline, and for making the types of edits and changes we showed earlier in this video. But when you need more control and accuracy for things like realistic lighting, true-to-life materials, real-world camera controls, consistency of elements from rendering to rendering, or consistent-looking renderings from different perspectives, then you'll need traditional rendering software. In most real-world projects, the best approach will combine both, using ChatGPT when you need speed or for concept work, and switching to traditional rendering tools when you need realism and control. So what do you think? Are you planning on giving ChatGPT a try? I'd love to see what kinds of projects you're exploring. Just drop a comment below and I'll respond to as many as I can. Do you need photorealistic renderings of your SketchUp projects? If you do, and you're like most people, you're unsure whether an AI tool can create the types of renderings you need, or whether you'd be better off using software like V-Ray, Enscape, or Twinmotion. We can help. We've helped thousands of professionals find the right rendering solution, and we'd be happy to help you too, for free. Head over to our website, tell us about your situation, and we'll help you figure out which rendering solution is right for you. And until next time, happy sketching!